Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions regarding this watch. Today we're discussing a sublime limited edition of 10 pieces that was built out from 2015 to 2020 because at the time, Romain Gauthier, the manufacturer, was only building a few dozen watches all told in each model year. So this is the Romain Gauthier Prestige HMS, or heure minute seconde. It is a simple three-hand watch in platinum that embodies everything great about watchmaking in the Valet de Jeu. So 41 in diameter, it is 12 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip, fairly broad at 48.9 millimeters with a sizable 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, when you throw it on the wrist, you'll realize that it's broad across the wrist, but it's very flat. And you can see that the lugs are the largest dimension relative to my wrist. It really does have a very large lug span, but also take a quick look, and I'll turn it upside down and show it a better advantage. The lugs are curved. So I believe you could wear this on a wrist as small as 15 centimeters circumference. Mine is 16 again. I'm close to the limit, but I'm not quite there. It is weighty. All in platinum, you really feel where the money went. Now, a quick note. This strap is made of a special breed called Fake, and Fake, alligator, being rare, durable, and prized for its longevity, is what we use on straps that have to be shipped between our international offices. So because of CITES treaties, plain old BioGator doesn't make the cut. We have to be careful, so we use Jean Rousseau custom cut and hand-sewn fake alligator straps. But here's the thing. It looks persuasive and it lasts for freaking ever. And I mean a decade plus. So given that this is still made by the OEM supplier of straps to F. Pigeon and De Bethune, and that it is still made by hand, I actually recommend that you keep it on this strap. You'll never have to change, you'll save an animal, and you'll save some money because you won't have to buy new ones constantly. We will put this on an alligator leather strap for you. No price, no addition. Simply because you want it, we will fit it, and that's exactly what we always spec when we replace these for customers. But if you ask, we will include this strap, and I recommend you do so. Taking a quick look, we have a little buckle that's actually, taking a quick look here, it's made of white gold, and you can see the difference in tone. That's white gold. You think it's white until you see it next to platinum, and platinum is blindingly white. White gold, especially gray gold, which is what this is. It's not rhodium plated, it's a little bit darker than real platinum. You can see the simulated interior bevels. Now, these are machined in. The ones on the movement are, of course, hand-finished, but it's nice to see that little nod to the finishing flourish that Romain Gauthier made famous. Now, taking a quick look, the case is surprisingly complex. You can see it has this sort of swell and then dip in profile. There's several different curved facets here, and then the lugs are beautifully welded on, and you can see that there's a sort of concave inward dished profile to these, and welded lugs involve making the lugs in the case separately, inserting the lugs into slots in the case flank, welding them together, and then using hand tools, mostly files, to create a super sharp break between the surfaces to remove all the gathered material from the welds. And normally this is one sharp crease, whereas here you have this sort of S-bend with an incredible degree of complexity. As you can see, not only does it curve from top to bottom, but it actually splays outward as you look at it end on. You can realize this is a very three-dimensional kind of welded and filed lug, as good as it gets. No crown to be seen, and that's because it is a caseback setter and winder. So a little bit like the old Patek Philippe caliber 350 or the original Omega Tourbillon. You can see that it's set and wound using a little winding crown on the back, which does appear to be white gold in contrast to the platinum of the case, but there's a little curve for a recess here so you can more easily get your finger a purchase on the winder. And when it pops out, I'll demonstrate how this works here. You can then set the watch using the same control. And it's relatively high geared, so you don't need to turn it much. Now, taking a look at the case and the bezel, you can see that the bezel itself has a little bit of a concave that gives way to a domed profile. Again, it sort of reverses its curvature like the case, giving way to a dial that's best described as a sort of blue mauve. And then we have a relatively simple primary dial with white gold foy or leaf style hands, a matching seconds hand. You can see the underlying wheel. It's actually the fourth wheel. The fourth wheel on this movement is huge. The better to please the eye from the front. It's always been the driving wheel for a traditional seconds hand. It's always done off the fourth wheel. And then we have the balance and the escapement visible from the dial side, which gives you a lot of the animation of a tourbillon without the expense and complexity. There's a lovely little pyramide, clou de Paris, and then a track outboard. You can see that the track outboard has these little scalloped and silvered individual indices, a feature that I enjoy, even though it is whimsical at best, given the shortness of the minute hand itself. Now, you can see some of the features of the caseback finish, but you don't fully understand how elaborate this is until you see it. Okay, so 30 meters water resistant. You don't necessarily want to take this swimming, but it's a remarkable feat given how the crown is attached. Now you can see that this screw design, it's used all over the case and the movement. Romain Gauthier is a businessman and a micromechanical engineer. He's not a watchmaker. He visited many artisans in the Vallée du Jeu, including his good friend Philippe Dufour, to determine what the finishing style of his watches would be. But from an engineering standpoint, items like the meshing of the wheels and the profile of the screws were definitely his purview. So what you get with this unique screw head is a screw that can take more torque without stripping than a flathead. You also get a tamper-proof screw, as only the most skilled watchmakers will be able to scratch build a tool to open up this case, so it's also a safeguard against amateur watchmaking. Now the movement is beautiful, and as you can see, fully fills the case. It's a 34 millimeter movement, which by the standards of calibers is huge. 22 pivot jewels, and take a look, all of the characters that are engraved on this caliber 2206 HMS. You see these? These are all freehand engraved with a burin, just like the balance cock of a langa. The number plate, likewise, freehand engraved. Then there's media blast across all of the bridges. And the bevels are spectacular. The bridges are a little bit thicker than they need to be, a la Philippe Dufour, to allow a broader bevel. And the bevels are beautiful, rounded, mirror-finished, and truly hand-executed. This is not a perfunctory final pass with a buffer tip on a drill. This is the real deal, and you can see just how deeply drawn these interior angles are. I talk about interior angles, but this is really the picture of inward bevel or interior angle. In the horological dictionary, they're going to have a picture of that right there. That interior angle is drawn deeper than the actual radius of the bevel, which is an extraordinary achievement. You can see other items are just as well finished. We have internal beveling inside these recursive circle and circle wheels that are distinctive of Romain Gauthier. You can see we have mirror finishing in several different applications, including on the click, which prevents the movement's barrel from turning backwards. It's a 60-hour manual on power reserve, a modern 4 Hertz beat rate. And you can see it has a balance, a free spring balance of Romain Gauthier's own fabrication. Get a really good look at it right there. So the adjustments are done using the variable inertia eccentric screws on the balance rim, making for a very precisely adjustable and shock-tolerant movement. And again, 60 hours of reserve. You could see that the ratchet wheel, as well as the barrel cap, feature solarization, that all of the jewel sinks feature a partridge eye internal mirrored profile, and that the same has been lavished on all of the screw sinks as well. This is a work of art from the mind of multiple masters. Romain Gauthier, yes, as the engineer and guiding light, but also of the watchmakers who work there and of the combined heritage of the Vallée du Jeu, which is translated and interpreted in this watch. If you love it, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.